Paris, a place where people come from all corners of the globe to admire the works of some of the world's greatest artists. And if you are a fan of modern art, you won't want to miss Paris's newly renovated Picasso Museum, as well as other special exhibitions that are now on here dedicated to this giant of modern art. And here to tell us a bit more about that is Sarah Bachelier, educational coordinator for Paris Muse. Paris Muse, of course, a group of art historians and educators leading private tours in Paris. Hi, Sarah. Welcome.
Hi. Thanks, Jeannie. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so first of all, tell us where in Paris can we go to see Picasso?
So first of all, there's the Picasso Museum, but there are also temporary showings of Picasso's work alongside great masters that he admired. And you can see that at the Louvre and at the Delacroix Museum. And there's also a big exhibition at the Grand Palais called Picasso Mania. And that exhibition is really showcasing how much Picasso has influenced other artists of our time.
And why has there been such a burst of renewed interest in Picasso now?
So, well, Ginny, much of this re-interest in Picasso has to do with the recent reopening of the Picasso Museum here in Paris. It's celebrating its 30th anniversary. And officially called Le Musée de Picasso, it opened its doors in 1985. It owes much of its existence to Picasso's family, actually, who donated a treasure trove of thousands of artworks to the French state after the artist's death in 1973. And the museum was actually closed for really quite a long 5 years. While going through a complete renovation. And in the able hands of its new president, Laurent Lebon, it opened in October of last year with much anticipation.
And why were people so excited about the reopening? I know there was a little bit of controversy, but mostly excitement about the reopening of the Picasso Museum. Why?
Well, the Picasso Museum is really unique, and it's so unique because the works in the collection were either works that Picasso chose to keep for himself and not sell, or there were works that were donated to the museum by the family, as I mentioned before. So these are really intimate works that you can't see anywhere else.
And is there a work in particular that you like, if you had to choose one, or something that you enjoy?
Well, I would have to say that Picasso's portraits of women are some of my favorites, and they reveal something personal about him because he was always painting from his emotions. So you can really see how he goes beyond the likeness of a person and paints the very character of the person, or at least how he saw them.
Now, I know Paris Muse has got a new Picasso tour that's coming up. It's on the way. Tell us a bit more about that.
Sure. So we're very excited about that. Picasso is never confined to one style. So our 2-hour tour of the museum really focuses on the many faces of Picasso and what inspired him to move from style to style. So, for example, he was very influenced by non-Western art and his personal relationships as well as his politics. And Picasso is really so prolific because his emotions drove him to work. So when you tour the Picasso Museum with Paris Muse, we'll share intimate details and anecdotes of the artist's life that will illuminate his work for you. The tour is really designed to give you an understanding of the pivotal role of Picasso in 20th century art and to give you a deep understanding for his talents and imagination.
Great, and that is a big museum, so it's good to have someone kind of help you get around and check it out.
Yes.
Sarah, thank you so much, Sarah Bachelier, for telling us about Picasso in Paris, not only at the Musée Picasso, but other exhibits that are now on. And you can always check out more information on those tours on the website, which is parismuse.com. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.